Guys, what's going on? My name is Ryan. I play chess and put my videos on YouTube. Today I've got a very interesting mate here. I played against one of my friends in real life, BK, and I'm not proud of this win. I'm just trying to show an example of a pure mate. A pure mate is a rare mate and one that I haven't been able to come across, so it allows me to expand my mate example series. So what is a pure mate? Pure mate is when the king is in the center of the board, he has 8 possible squares to go to. The meaning of a pure mate is that for each of the 8 squares around the king, there's exactly a reason why the king cannot move to any of them, as shown in the following diagram. This is a rare mate for that reason, and let's see how it plays out. So I start out with e4, he goes g5, I attack that pawn, he misses it, I go ahead and take this pawn, and he moves his f7 pawn, and this is the start of my attack, and the reason why I'm able to checkmate. If you watched any of my other videos, you'll know that moving the f7 pawn is a very bad mistake for you to make in any opening. I think it allows for an attack on your king side, and we'll see how this follows out. So I come in here with check. The only possible square for the king to move is right here. I protect my bishop, and immediately we can see the 8 squares that the king has open to it. I'm not concerned about moving my queen right away because there's no way for him to attack it very well. I guess he could try to exchange queens, but I'm not going to allow him to do that. So he tries to strike back at the center. This is a fine move, but it allows me to block off these 2 squares for his king. Now, if you notice the position right now, his only flight square is this c7 square right here. So I start thinking to myself, how can I defend against this? Or how can I attack this square and take away that, outpost for the king? He moves his knight right here. It's not a bad move. It's a developing move, but this does 2 things. This takes away this square, and it also sets up an attack on my king. For example, if he were to go right here, he would have a nice fork and win my rook. So I follow suit along the edge, and you know that you usually don't like to develop there because knights on the rim are dim, but in this circumstance it makes sense to do so. This also allows me to move my knight right here and potentially take away this square. So he develops another knight, I develop this bishop, and I'm all set up right now for this pure mate. He develops his knight right here, and this is kind of a time-wasting move, unfortunately, because of this knight right here. This is no longer on for his knight to jump in the square and threaten anything, so it's kind of a wasted move. He moves back, and I take away this square. So at this point, I've taken away this square is occupied by his piece, this square is taken away by this pawn, this square by the knight, these 2 squares behind the king are occupied by pieces, and this queen has taken away this square. So he has nowhere to run at this point, and all I need to do is check him from right here. But I can't do that right now because of this knight. So I need to eliminate this knight and follow through with my plan. So he moves his rook there. It's not a terrible idea. I think he started to think that something was up at this point. So I take the knight. He could just take back right here, but it might not be his best move. So he moved his bishop in front of it, which unfortunately blocks his only defense, which is losing a rook right here. And I come in here with check. His only defense right now is moving this pawn. I check him again. And now let's look at the 8 squares that he can possibly move to. This one is occupied, occupied, occupied. He can't move here because his bishop occupied as a piece. Threatened by my queen, and this move is a pure mate. So all 8 squares are taken away from the king, and I thought it was a very good example. This is the significance of the knight, even though it's not involved in the attack. It stopped him from moving right here and then back to a safe position here on b8. So I thought that this knight and the whole attack in general was pretty interesting and allowed me to show you guys a very interesting pure mate. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day, and I wish you the best of luck in the rest of your chess games. What's up, guys? Thanks again for watching my video here today. I really appreciate it, and if you have any questions about any specific moves or anything about the game, please leave them below. I'd love to answer those. And last but not least, if you got anything out of this video at all, or you just simply enjoyed it, I would highly encourage you to subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and that way you can get in touch with any future videos that I put out. Anyways, have a good rest of your day, and good luck in your chess.